Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. Get excited. The snow's coming. Yep, Friday. And I am pretty close to the North Carolina, South Carolina line. I shut down at a small truck stop about 50 miles from my delivery. I'm getting ready to deliver to a Lowe's store. But I'm going to do something this morning I haven't done in a while. I'm going to drink the coffee that commoners drink, because I'm out. I never made my Walmart run. I must say, guys, the coffee I make in my French press is fantastic. The coffee that I got from the truck stop coffee pot this morning, not so much. All right, guys, it is time to roll on out of here and head to delivery. And then after I deliver to this Lowe's, hopefully I'll get another load shortly after that. That'll take me home. This gym is not going to be working through this weekend. Now I just got to make it out of this parking lot. Well, I have made it to Lowe's, and I was hoping to see an empty GMP trailer here. But I do not. My loaded one is the only one here. Well, I'm gonna hop in here and check in. I have learned to open these doors the proper way since I got smacked in the head a couple weeks ago. I've got a load of a variety of things. Looks like a couple of refrigerators there. But the good news is they're getting ready to start unloading me. So hopefully shortly I'll get my home load. So I'm not, but I don't know, a little over 200 miles from home now anyway. It's a little easier for the planners to get you home when you're only a couple of 100 miles away from home. You a few states over, sometimes you get hung out to dry and get home late. And one thing you don't want to do is mess with the trucker's home time. Well, I have bumped yet another dock, but I've only got, guys, 5 hours and 36 minutes left on my 70-hour clock, because I didn't get any recaps yesterday. A week ago today, I was stuck in Laredo, so I didn't get any time back. But I think I should call in and just make sure my FM and the planners are aware of that, and I let them know earlier that I want to go home this weekend. Everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody wants a new one. I have made it to Bennettsville, South Carolina. This is a mohawk. This is the stuff that carpet's made from, and it smells funny in here. Hopefully I'll get my load and get the heck on out. It's a live load. And there's one guy in front of me, and as soon as he pulls out, I can back up and they will start me loading. Looks like I'm going to be taking a load to Dalton, but it won't get there till Monday, because I'm going home. It's probably going to be a good hour or so before I'm out of here. That GMP truck is backing up to the dock to get loaded. After him, it'll be my turn. And I am 230 miles, which Rand McNally says 4 hours and 16 minutes, to where I'm going to park the truck. I've got 4 hours and 29 minutes left on my 70-hour clock. So needless to say, this is going to have to get logged as off duty while I'm sitting and waiting. Otherwise, I'll run out of time and won't make it. And that's not much of an option now, is it? All right, got the green light. Now I'm just going to run in this shipping door here, get my bills, do my loaded macro, and hit the road. And hopefully I'll make it there before my clock runs out. 'Cause it's the weekend, baby! This isn't good. Well, it's snowing. Go ahead. Is it too cold for you, Booney? But don't worry about us, people. We got plenty of bread. We're expecting this to be a fantastic movie. It's one from the greatest movie sagas in the history of filmmaking. But we're about to go. Yeah, we're going to see Rogue One, which is supposed to take place between Revenge of the Sith and New Hope. So does that make it episode 3.5? We'll see. Before we go get our seats, first we'll get snacks. Mr. Pibb is my beverage of choice when watching a movie, and popcorn. Now I may regret this later in life when I have high cholesterol, but I get the layered butter. And I'd like to get chocolate covered almonds, but no movie theaters seem to do that. If you like goobers, you can have those here. Chocolate covered cookie dough, chocolate covered raisins, but no chocolate covered almonds. All right, it's movie time, people. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Well, that's different. Yeah. All right, guys. I guess the weekend is over, and this episode is almost over. I'm already back at the truck. I'm gonna take a little bit of a nap here so I can get up at 4 a.m. roll on out and get through Atlanta before rush hour traffic happens. I'm gonna be delivering in Georgia. But I had a good weekend, a couple of days off. Chase and I went and saw Rogue One, the new Star Wars movie, which was great. It was different than any of the other Star Wars movies. It didn't start, it didn't have the rolling text like what the other 7. And the ending of it was spectacular. Loved the ending of it, which when this movie ends is pretty much right where the original Star Wars from 1977, Episode 4, A New Hope starts. I had intended to do an entirely, new type of video that was going to be my movie review. I had this whole idea about eating pie, which, do you know where that comes from, guys? Anybody ever seen True Romance? It's a great movie. It's one of my favorites. Patricia Arquette plays Alabama. Christian Slater plays Clarence. They meet in a movie theater.
Can I comment in on what I missed?
And she's smoking in the movie theater. But she's a call girl that his boss sent there for me. He doesn't know that yet.
That guy up there at Sunny Chiba.
Darian?
Yes, the one in black.
You want a Uber?
I guess they didn't have chocolate covered almonds either.
At the beginning of the movie, he was hired to get this guy.
You've got popcorn all over you.
Thanks.
But after the movie,
Have 3 football movies? Nothing. Sure, a girl after my own heart, that's all.
she tells
Do you know
Clarence
what time it is?
that she likes pie after a movie.
Suppose you gotta get up early, huh?
No, not particularly.
It's just after I see a movie, I like to go get a piece of pie and talk about it. It's sort of a little tradition I have. Do you like to get pie after you see a good movie?
Yeah, I love to get pie after.
Would you like to go get some pie with me?
I love some pie. I mean, that movie, you can give a fuck about
And I love to get pie after seeing a good movie and talking about it. And I thought that'd be a great idea for a way to do a movie review. And, well, we went and saw a movie, and it was good. And we were going for pie, and we went to IHOP. And do you know IHOP does not sell pie? They don't. They got every pancake you could think of, but no pie. And I didn't want to go get pancakes after a movie, so it ended up not happening. But Chase and I did film sort of a review, just sitting around in his room. But since I've got some footage of it, spoiler alert, okay? If you don't want to know how Rogue One ends, stop this video right now. All right, the whole point of this movie was the guy that was the engineer that was the dad. He was the engineer, and he put in a way to destroy the Death Star. And it's the way it was destroyed in New Hope.
Which has been a joke of the Star Wars community for a long time.
That easy a hole, that's so easy to get to. How the hell?
It was done on purpose by the engineering department. They really had to go through a lot to get these plans. And it ended up on this card. And, oh my goodness, this guy you thought was dead came back and he got it. But Darth Vader knows that they've got the plans and they're trying to get them out. But when it was time for Darth Vader's big scene,
He showed no fear.
he's amazing. He's the baddest man, woman, Jabba, whatever, with a lightsaber in the history of Star Wars. They're all shooting at him. He's bouncing off and they're killing themselves from their blaster. And then he's like force pushing people up to the ceilings and everything. He's like a wrecking ball. And the guy that has the secret plans is like in front of these guys. It's very dramatic.
Anyways.
And through a closing door, he passed it to a rebel soldier. But over in the next ship, the guy he gave it to is running it down the hall. And then you saw her. But she turns around and it's young Princess Leia, as beautiful as she ever was.
Looks just like Carrie Fisher.
It is Carrie Fisher. And they ask her, "What is that?" And it's a great line. It's hope. Yeah, but Rogue One is a really good movie, and it was a fantastic ending. I loved the ending. One of the better endings I've seen in a movie in a while. Darth Vader was, he was brutal. But this was a different type of Star Wars movie. It wasn't all about Jedi and the dark side of the Force and all that. But it let us know how they got the plans to destroy the Death Star. It came from this engineer that was Jin's father, that he purposely put that flaw in there, which was pretty awesome. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. If you guys haven't ever seen True Romance, put it on your list. It's from the 90s. Quentin Tarantino wrote the script for it, but Ridley Scott's brother, whatever his name is, was the director of it. But it's an absolute all-star cast. It's R-rated. It may not be one for the kids, but it is a great flick. But this is the end of this episode, guys. 4 a.m. comes mighty early, and in the future I will be doing movie reviews. They just won't be at IHOP, because IHOP don't serve pie. Alright, I've got a very special guest that's gonna end and wrap up this video from us, which is pretty cool. You thought I was gonna forget about you, didn't you, Davion? But even though now there's people from all over the world watching the trucking journey, down under in Australia, across the pond over in the UK, even our neighbors to the north up in Canada. But this guy, even though we've never met, we chat sometimes on Facebook, but I hope we do meet soon, Davion. He's gonna wrap everything up. And this is a future trucker. He goes out on the road with his dad now, so I guess he's a trucker in training now.
Be safe out there and keep on trucking.